We're going to learn Perek Aleph Mishnah Yud. This Mishnah is going to discuss a halacha l'Moshe Sinai, a halacha that we learned from Moshe Rabbeinu, who learned it from Hashem on Har Sinai, called a doifen akuma, a bent wall. The question is the following: if a person builds a sukkah, and in the middle of the sukkah they place a material of kosher schach. However, in the area that's right next to the wall, they have a material that is not kosher schach. What is the rule? Is this sukkah kosher? So the halacha is that if the non-kosher material is less than 4 ames wide, it is less than 6 feet, then we view the wall as if it bends and extends into that area, making it that the middle area that has kosher schach to be a valid sukkah, because it is surrounded by walls. However, if the non-kosher material is 4 ames, 6 feet or wider, then we do not view as if the wall bends and extends into that non-kosher material, making it that the middle area that has kosher schach does not have any walls, and that would mean that this sukkah is not kosher. Now, obviously, even if there is less than 4 ames, less than 6 feet of non-kosher material, you're not allowed to eat, drink, or sleep under that area because that area is considered to be an extension of the wall. Our Mishnah will bring 3 cases where the middle of the sukkah has kosher schach and the area next to the walls has a material that is not kosher schach. The first case of the Mishnah is if a person builds a home and the middle of the roof of the home breaks and a person decides to put schach there. The second case of the Mishnah is that in the times of the Mishnayos, when they would build homes, it was common that they would build many homes on the right, and they would build many homes on the left, and they would build many homes in the back, and all of these homes would open up into a central area in the middle called a chatzer, a courtyard. So what happens if these homes were built with a achsadra, a porch? A porch is that there is an extension, there's a roof coming out of the entryways of these homes, and someone decides to place kosher schach on all of these porches, in the middle. The third case of the Mishnah is if a person builds a very large sukkah, and in the middle of the sukkah they place kosher schach. However, in the area right next to the walls, they place the material that's not kosher. So the rule for all of these 3 cases are the same. If the non-kosher material is less than 4 ames wide, less than 6 feet, then the wall extends into those materials, and the middle of the sukkah that has kosher schach is valid. However, if those areas are 4 ames, 6 feet or wider, then the wall does not extend into those materials, meaning that the middle of the sukkah that has the kosher schach does not have walls, and this sukkah would then be pasul. We are now going to read the Mishnah inside. The first case of the Mishnah, bayis shenifchas, a house that its roof broke, and v'sikech al gabav, he put kosher schach on top of it. Then im yesh, if there is, min hakoisel from the wall, lasikuch to the schach, arba ames, 4 ames, 6 feet of roof or more, then pisula. This sukkah is pasul. Case number 2, v'chein, and the same halacha goes for chatzer, a courtyard. Shimu kefes, which is surrounded achsadra by a porch. All of the homes have a roof coming from it, extending into the courtyard in the middle. And case number 3, sukkah gedola, if someone builds a large sukkah, shehikifua, that they surrounded it, the area right next to the wall, bidavar, with a thing, she'ein misachin bai, that we do not use as schach, then in these 2 cases, im yesh tachtaf, if there is under it, meaning under the porch or under the non-kosher material of the large sukkah, arba ames, 4 ames, 6 feet or more, then pisula, this sukkah is pasul. However, in all of these cases, if there is less than 4 ames, less than 6 feet, then the area under the kosher schach is considered to be kosher.